The images of the war Russia is waging on Ukraine. Cities there under attack, civilians fleeing to safety. And those images could impact a person's mental health a half a world away. Here's Channel 5's Monica de Anda with some tips on how to cope with the situation overseas.
As the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues, we're seeing more and more images of bloodshed and fear. Scenes of a horrific war playing out before our eyes.
What we are witnessing, and experiencing can definitely affect our mental health.
Dr. Alfonso Mercado, a licensed clinical psychologist and associate professor at UTRGV, says the Russia-Ukraine war can take a toll on anyone's mental health.
Those feelings of concern, even though we don't have direct ties, with the Ukrainian communities, that it's normal. It's part of being human.
Mercado says those vivid images can affect you.
Some of the media exposure contain, graphic and vivid, images of people dying, right? Of the bombs, destroying buildings and aircrafts.
Mercado recommends being mindful of how much time you're spending reading or watching what's unfolding. Don't overdo it. And if you start feeling anxious about what's going on, Mercado suggests talking to a friend about it.
Listening to others and talking about it is a way of coping. If we don't express it in a healthy way, sometimes we do see maladaptive ways of coping, and perhaps the anxiety and depression and other types of behaviors might exacerbate if we continue to stuff, our feelings and emotions. So
a tip for parents: consider having an honest conversation about what's going on in Ukraine with your kids. And keep this in mind.
It's normal to react. As humans, we are reacting to all of these multiple events occurring simultaneously. But when we are able to check in our mental health and make sure those mental health symptoms aren't interfering with our daily living, and talking about that with our loved ones, is important.
Monica de Anda, Channel 5 News at 6.